Frog sees a list. Mental disorders ranked by danger. Depression at the top. Anxiety somewhere in the middle. ADHD near the bottom. The list says some things kill. Some things just make life harder. But Frog knows something humans forget. The rankings measure the wrong thing. They measure what ends lives, not what steals them. Not what makes you disappear while still breathing. Frog has felt both kinds of danger, the kind that shows up in statistics and the kind that shows up at 3 a.m. when you're still alive but can't remember why that matters. The list calls some disorders minor. Frog calls them invisible wars, fought every morning just to get out of the pond. So, Frog made a different list. Not ranked by what doctors fear most, but by what Frog feels most. By what hurts every single day in ways no chart can measure. Anxiety ranks low on most lists. Non-lethal, they say. Manageable. Frog sits in the pond, the water is still. No predators, no storms, but Frog's heart races anyway. The heron might come. The water might freeze. The other frogs might notice something's wrong. Frog can't explain it. The danger isn't real, but the fear is. You know this feeling. Your chest tightens in safe rooms. Your mind screams warnings about nothing. People say, just calm down. Just breathe. As if Frog hasn't tried. As if you haven't tried. Frog can't leave the lily pads some days, not because of real danger, because the fear is too loud. It ranks low on the danger list, but to Frog, it's drowning on dry land every single day. Well, everyone says the pond looks fine. You've smiled and said you're okay, while suffocating inside. Anxiety doesn't kill most people, but it steals most days. And that's its own kind of dangerous. ADHD ranks even lower. Just a focus problem, they say. Just try harder. Frog needs to catch flies. Knows this, wants this, sits there for 3 hours. Not moving, not resting, not choosing to wait. Just stuck. Frog's brain says jump. Frog's body won't listen. Executive dysfunction. It's not laziness, it's paralysis. You've been there too, staring at the task, wanting to start, unable to move. The world says you're not trying. You're trying harder than anyone sees. Frog loses things constantly. The good rock, the safe spot. Where did morning go? Frog starts cleaning the pond, ends up watching clouds, thinks about 7 things, finishes none. You've been late to everything, not because you don't care, because time disappears, because starting feels impossible. People think Frog is careless. Frog is carrying more than they know. You are too. ADHD doesn't look dangerous until you realize Frog has been calling itself lazy for years. You have too, but you're not lazy, you're just stuck. And stuck isn't a choice. Autism doesn't rank as dangerous either. Just different, they say. Just quirky. But Frog knows the cost. The pond is too loud. The sunlight burns. The other frogs talk in riddles. Frog doesn't understand the rules. So Frog learns to copy. Laughs when they laugh. Jumps when they jump. Sits still when it hurts. Masking. Frog goes home and can't move, can't speak, can't be Frog anymore. You've done this. Pretended to be normal all day, collapsed at night, too exhausted to exist. Autism isn't dangerous to others, but masking is dangerous to you. Frog loses itself, piece by piece, pretending to be someone else. You've lost yourself, too, smiling through conversations that make no sense. forcing eye contact until it burns, being too much and not enough at the same time. Frog isn't broken. Frog is just speaking a different language in a pond that only knows one, and translation is exhausting. You're not broken either. You're just tired of being someone you're not. This one isn't on most lists, but Frog knows it's real. Gifted kid burnout. Frog used to be special. Jumped higher than the others, caught flies faster. Teachers said Frog had potential. Everyone said Frog would do great things. Then, school ended. The structure disappeared. No one telling Frog when to jump, no one making schedules. And Frog can't move, can't do the basic things. The normal frogs manage fine, but Frog? Frog was supposed to be better than normal. Now, Frog can't even reach normal. You were the smart one, the one with the future. Now, you can't answer emails, can't do laundry, can't remember why you used to be special. The talent didn't disappear, the system did. Frog was running on external structure. You were too. Gold stars, deadlines, praise. Without them, Frog doesn't know how to move. You don't either. It's not that you lost your gifts, it's that you were never taught to function without the track, and now the track is gone. Depression ranks high on the danger lists. Finally. But even then, people don't see it right. Frog doesn't look sad. Frog looks normal. Sits on the lily pad, goes through the motions, but inside, everything is gray. The pond has no color anymore. The flies don't matter, the sun doesn't warm, nothing does. Frog can't remember what happy felt like, can't remember why any of this mattered. You've been here, smiling at people while feeling nothing, saying you're fine while disappearing. Depression doesn't always look like crying. Sometimes it looks like nothing. Frog stops caring, not dramatically, quietly, one day at a time, until caring feels impossible. You've gone to work, to school, to dinner, while being completely empty inside, and no one noticed. That's the danger. Not that depression is loud, but that it's silent. Frog looks fine from outside. You do too, but fine is a mask, and underneath, there's nothing left. Depression is ranked dangerous, but still, people miss it until it's too late. Frog needs help. You do too. And needing help isn't weakness. It's the bravest thing Frog knows. Burnout isn't on the danger lists at all. Just work stress, they say. Take a vacation. But Frog knows better. Frog worked every day. No breaks, no rest, because stopping felt like failing. Then, one morning, Frog can't jump, can't catch flies, can't care. Not sad, not anxious, just empty. Completely empty. This isn't tired. Tired gets fixed with sleep. This is shut down. Frog's body said no more after months, years of running on nothing. You've been there. Kept going, kept pushing, because rest felt like laziness until your body stopped you. Not with a choice, with a collapse. Burnout doesn't ask permission. It just takes over when you've ignored it long enough. Frog thought rest was weakness. You did too. But rest isn't weakness. Rest is survival. And you are never supposed to run forever without stopping, without refilling. Frog's tank has been empty for years. So has yours. And now there's nothing left to give. Frog looks at all the lists again, all the rankings, all the danger ratings, and realizes something. The most dangerous thing isn't on any list. It's not the disorder itself. It's the silence. It's the shame. It's suffering alone. Frog sits in the pond, thinking Frog is the only one who can't move, can't focus, can't be normal, the only broken frog. You've sat alone too, thinking you're too much or not enough, thinking everyone else has it figured out while you're falling apart. That's the danger. Not ADHD, not anxiety, not autism. The danger is believing you're alone in it. Frog almost didn't look for help, almost kept pretending, because what if there's a name for this? What if it's real? What if Frog really is broken? You've been scared too. Scared of the diagnosis, scared of the label, scared that knowing makes it permanent. But Frog learned something. Naming it doesn't break you. Silence does. Shame does. Pretending does. The disorder isn't the danger. Facing it alone is. And you're not alone, even when it feels like it. You never were. So Frog's list looks different now, not ranked by danger to the world, but by pain to the frog. And Frog realizes every single one hurts in its own way, on its own days. The rankings don't matter because pain isn't a competition. Your struggle is real, even if it's not on the list, even if it ranks low, even if people say it's minor. Frog found other frogs who lose things, who can't start tasks, who feel everything too much, who burned out young, who mask until they disappear. Frogs who are just trying so hard every single day. You're one of those frogs, and there are ponds full of us. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just wired differently. And different isn't dangerous. Silence is. Shame is. Pretending is. But you're okay. Right now. As you are. Still a good frog. Always was. Always will be.